Good morning, dear children. I thought to take the new chapter today, but today also we are discussing some extra questions from the chapter Number Systems. Example 1. In the following equations, find which of the variables u, v, w represent rational numbers and which represent irrational numbers. Given three sub-questions. A. U square is equal to 17 by 4. B. V square is equal to 3 and C. W cube is equal to 27. Children, do you understand the meaning of the question? In the question, they given the values of U square, V square and W cube. But you need to find the values of U, V and W. After finding the value of U, V and W, you need to identify they are rational numbers or irrational numbers. Okay. Let us check the answer. In question number 1, we have U square is equal to 17 by 4. Here we need to find the value of U. They given the value of U square. We need to find the value of U. In your earlier classes, you have learned if we take square to the opposite side of the equal sign, then it changed to square root. Do you remember that? In 8th standard, you studied one chapter, Square and Square Roots. That chapter have this concept. So, let us take square to the opposite side. So, U is equal to, already told, if we take square to the opposite side of equal to, then it will change into square root. U is equal to root of 17 by 4. Here, this root is common for both 17 and 4. So now we are splitting the root, which is equal to root 17 by root 4. Okay, children, what is square root of 4? Square root of 4 is 2. Do 17 is a complete square number? No, 17 is not a complete square number. So, root 17, we will write root 17 itself. Instead of root 4, we will write 2. So, the next step is U is equal to root 17 by 2. Now you got the value of U. U is equal to root 17 by 2. In this chapter, we already discussed the quotient of a non-zero rational number with an irrational number is irrational. Here, root 17 is an irrational number, 2 is a rational number, so its quotient should be an irrational number. So, the question is, what is the representation of the variable? It is rational or irrational. Now we got the value of the variable U. U is equal to root 17 by 2. The value of root 17 by 2 is irrational. So the variable is representing an irrational number. Okay. Now we will check the next question. We have V square is equal to 3. So first we need to find the value of V. After that we need to identify V is a rational number or an irrational number. We already discussed if we take square to the opposite side of the equal to sign, then it will become square root. V square is equal to 3. So, V is equal to square root of 3. Is it no? Now we got the value of the variable v. V is equal to root 3. Now we need to identify this root 3 is a rational number or an irrational number. Root 3 is which type of number? We already studied root 3 is an irrational number. So the variable v is representing an irrational number. Okay. Now question number C. We have w cube is equal to 27. Here we need to find the value of w. After that we need to identify w is a rational number or an irrational number. So here also the same concept only we are using. If we take cube to the opposite side, then it will change into cube root. Okay, we have w cube is equal to 27. So w is equal to cube root of 27. Now we need to find what is cube root of 27. Children, what is cube root of 27? Cube root of 27 is equal to 3. Since 3 into 3 into 3 is equal to 27. We multiplied 3 times 3. So we got the answer 27. That is cube root of 27 is equal to 3. Therefore w is equal to 3. Now we got the value of the variable w. Children, 3 is a rational number or an irrational number? 3 is a rational number. So the variable w is representing a rational number. Do you understand? Do and practice the answer 2 or 3 times. If you practice properly, then you will understand all the concept in mathematics. Otherwise, you will feel difficulty in maths. So my dear children, practice the question answers properly. Okay. Now we will discuss example 2. Find the values of a and b if 3 plus root 2 by 3 minus root 2 is equal to a plus b root 2. Children, do you understand the meaning of the question? Here, given one equation, we need to find the values of a and b. Okay, let us check the solution. We have 3 plus root 2 divided by 3 minus root 2 is equal to a plus b root 2. Here, 3 plus root 2 by 3 minus root 2 is LHS. You already know LHS means left hand side. A plus b root 2 is RHS, that is right hand side. We are taking the LHS separately for finding the answer. LHS is equal to 3 plus root 2 by 3 minus root 2. Here, the denominator 3 minus root 2 is an irrational number. So we already discussed, if the denominator is a rational number, we can find the answer easily. Children, do you remember the topic rationalizing the denominator? Did you practice the problems what we discussed related to this topic? I hope you practiced that. Okay, so now we are going to make the denominator into a rational number by using the conjugate of the denominator. Here the denominator is 3 minus root 2. The conjugate of 3 minus root 2 is 3 plus root 2. Thus, we are going to multiply the numerator and denominator by 3 plus root 2. So, 3 plus root 2 divided by 3 minus root 2, this is the question, into the conjugate 3 plus root 2 divided by 3 plus root 2. Now we will solve the numerator and denominator separately. 3 plus root 2 into 3 plus root 2. Okay, we will write the step first. 3 plus root 2 divided by 3 minus root 2 is equal to 3 plus root 2 into 3 plus root 2, 3 plus root 2 into 3 plus root 2 divided by 3 minus root 2 into 3 plus root 2. Okay. Now we need to solve numerator first. After that we will solve denominator. Children, observe the numerator. It is like 3 plus root 2 into 3 plus root 2. Is it no? What is a into a? A into a. Here the terms are same. So instead of 3 plus root 2, we are going to take a. Okay, so it is like a into a. In your earlier classes you studied what is a into a? A into a is equal to a square. So what is 3 plus root 2 into 3 plus root 2? If a into a is equal to a square, then 3 plus root 2 into 3 plus root 2 is equal to 3 plus root 2 the whole square. Is it no? So 3 plus root 2 divided by 3 minus root 2 is equal to, now we discussed 3 plus root 2 into 3 plus root 2 is 3 plus root 2 the whole square divided by 3 minus root 2 into 3 plus root 2. Now we have 3 plus root 2 by 3 minus root 2 is equal to 3 plus root 2 whole square divided by 3 minus root 2 into 3 plus root 2. First we will solve the numerator. Here the numerator 3 plus root 2 the whole square is like the identity a plus root b the whole square. Children, did you study the identity? A plus root b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2a root b plus b. Okay. Now denominator. Denominator is 3 minus root 2 into 3 plus root 2. The denominator is also like an identity. A minus root b into a plus root b. What is the identity? A minus root b into a plus root b is equal to a square minus b. Okay, so both the numerator and denominator is like an identity. So using the identity, now we are going to solve the numerator and denominator. So 3 plus root 2 divided by 3 minus root 2 is equal to, first we will apply the identity a plus root b the whole square. Here a is equal to 3, b is equal to 2. Don't take b is equal to root 2 because in our identity we already have root. You need to take only inside the root, that is b. So here b is equal to 2. Okay, a is equal to 3, b is equal to 2. So 3 plus root 2 the whole square is equal to a square, that is 3 square plus 2 into a into root b. 2 into a is 3 into root of b. b is 2 plus b. Plus b. What is b? b is 2 divided by, now we need to solve the denominator. 3 minus root 2 into 3 plus root 2. Here a is 3, b is 2. So we already discussed a minus root b into a plus root b is equal to a square minus b. So a is 3, b is 2. So a square means 3 square minus b is 2. 2. Okay. Which is equal to, what is 3 square? 3 square is equal to 9 plus 2 into 3 into root 2. 6 root 2 plus 2 divided by 3 square. 3 square is 9 minus 2. Okay. 9 and 2 are constant terms. So we can add 9 and 2 first. 9 plus 2 is 11. Which is equal to 11 plus 6 root 2 divided by 9 minus 2. What is 9 minus 2? 7. So now we got 3 plus root 2 divided by 3 minus root 2 is equal to 11 plus 6 root 2 by 7. This 7 is a common denominator of 11 plus 6 root 2. So we will split the denominator. That is 11 plus 6 root 2 by 7 is equal to 11 by 7. This 7 we will give to 11. Also we need to give the denominator 7 to 6 root 2. Okay, both are equal. So we get the answer for LHS 3 plus root 2 by 3 minus root 2 is equal to 11 by 7 plus 6 root 2 by 7. Now we will equate the LHS and RHS. Already we discussed the RHS. RHS is a plus b root 2. Now we got the answer for LHS. So instead of 3 plus root 2 by 3 minus root 2, we are going to write 11 by 7 plus 6 root 2 by 7 is equal to LHS is equal to RHS. RHS is a plus b root 2. Now you need to observe the LHS and RHS separately. You already know always the LHS is equal to RHS. So in our LHS, in the place of A, we have 11 by 7. Is it no? So A is equal to 11 by 7. In the place of B, here we have B root 2. In the LHS we have 6 root 2 by 7. 6 root 2 by 7 is 6 by 7 root 2. Is it no? So what is B? B is equal to 6 by 7. I will explain again. LHS is equal to RHS. In the place of RHS, we have A. We need to find the value of A. So, in the place of LHS, we have 11 by 7. So, A is equal to 11 by 7. Plus, here we have B root 2. So, we need the value of B. So, here in the place of B, we have 6 by 7. Root 2 is common. Here also have root 2. Here also have root 2. So, B is equal to 6 by 7. Children, practice the answer properly. So, we are winding up today's class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. I am happy to clear your doubts. Thank you.